Hello, 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 everyone. Happy New Year. It is Elsa 932. Welcome to 2026. How was your new year? How did you ring in the new year? You could put it in the comments, put it in the chat. I rang in 2026 relaxing, okay? I went to sleep. I went to bed at about 9. After I got all this together, I said, hey. I'm going to make my own herstory, okay? By going to bed and not being awake by midnight. I'm sorry, y'all. I was just like, I need to relax, okay? Because this is the only day this week I get to be home relaxing, okay? I got to go to work tomorrow. So I'm like, hey, I'm just going to relax, go to sleep, and bring in this herstory with y'all today. Let's see who's here. Hey, Sam, good to see you. Good to have you here. Hey, Lotus, good to see you. Yes, Huda. Hello. Happy New Year, sisters. Yes, to go to Africa. We are here to make our own herstory. Now, let me tell y'all, I have watched RuPaul's Drag Race from season 1. Yes, I slipped off, slipped back on again, but I'm always in the bushes. I am always in the bushes watching RuPaul's Drag Race. And let me tell you, I have known things before it was called drag, okay? I grew up with my own fairy godmother. Okay, let me just tell y'all that. Back then, back in the 50s, it was called female impersonation. That's what they called it back then. But that was my fairy godmother. Okay? So while, I may not be the usual fan of RuPaul's Drag Race, I am a, long-standing fan. But don't ask me to list off who won every season. I ain't there. But I am definitely a fan. Fan there, fan of most of the guests. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. The only thing I have not been to is DragCon. That's the only thing I've not been to. Get your rest. I'm at my part-time now, so glad to tune in. Yes. Hey, Moondust. Happy New Year. Beautiful chat community. Hope all of your dreams come true and that you have nothing but happiness all year long. Thank you so much, Moondust Girly. And right back at you. Okay. Huda, I don't know. My favorite queen to win, I'm not going to pick a favorite until the very first episode is done. Because, I don't know most of these queens. And as I listed this is Hail to the Queens. All the queens are being hailed right now. Okay. So I'm going to pick a favorite, after the first episode, which is tomorrow night. Okay. And we're going to recap it on Saturday. And we're going to see who had to lip sync for their life, who won a few, dollars for their purse. I need to see the mini challenges. I need to see a few things. I need to see how they interact. Okay. Now, to say that I have picked a queen to win and they didn't, several times. Several times. Okay. Several times. Because, that match game certainly lets you rise to the top or sink to the bottom. But I do have a genre of queen I love. Okay. I love a quirky queen. I'm sorry, Huda. I love a quirky queen. So the quirky queens have my love. Okay. The quirky queens have my love. Get a Queen. I haven't seen much of the show, but I've seen if it looks fabulous. It does look fabulous, Moondust Angel. These are drag queens who perform and they are at different levels of their career. So definitely they are brought together to showcase them, for us to know who they are. So they are competing for mini challenges where they can get a few, cash prizes, a few dollars. And maybe $5,000. And I will let you know what the grand prize is and everything. So we're going to do that so much. So we already have folks saying who they like. Simone, Lotus. Well, let's get to it. Love the match game and the Rusical. RuPaul's musical, the Rusical. Yes. The queens either sink or float with that Rusical. But the match game is it. Okay. So let us and I'm getting this from Variety magazine, okay? This is where Variety magazine, okay? So it says it starts tomorrow. There are 14 new queens for season 18. They will enter the workroom, which is WERK, because RuPaul's song is You Better Work. Cover girl, work it girl, WERK. They will compete for the title of America's Next Drag Superstar. Okay? And a cash prize of $200,000. $200,000. Now, I ain't gonna hold you. That 200,000 gonna go a long way. Cause I will tell you what, without seeing an episode, you have to know that these queens spend a lot on their outfits, makeup, everything, shoes, everything. So sometimes I'm like, is that 200,000 going to do a whole lot? But it does. It does, get you there. It gets you started. It's like seed money for a small business. It gets you started. Okay. And then when you do appearances and all of that stuff, it certainly can catapult your career to new heights. Okay. But the challenge of the season, the first challenge is going to be Reclaim, Renew, and Rejoice. They will pay tributes to the queens that came before them by using their leftover treasures from the Drag Race vaults to create their own signature look. So I'm already like in episode 1 that's coming tomorrow night. Hey, TB21. Okay. It's not like Project Runway where most things are provided on the show. They are not. You're right, Huda. They are not. So they already are going. So the flow of the show, how it has been historically, is the ladies show up in the workroom in drag. Then they introduce themselves. They walk in and give a one-liner, and then everybody's sizing them up. They're at the workroom. They get a mini challenge. They de-drag. You will see them outside of their drag, and I love hearing their stories as well. I love how RuPaul lets us see behind the makeup. Drag Race for me is all about not just the show, but seeing them behind the drag. Okay. So now in true drag herstory, this year a mother and daughter are competing against each other. I said, why y'all got to bring y'all family issues up in here? Why we got to have your family issues? But a mother and daughter in true drag herstory are going up against each other. I'm here for it. Because mother, are you going to help your daughter beat you? Or daughter, are you going to drag or snatch your mother? But you got to have respect. I mean, I've been waiting for this kind of tea from Drag Race. I've been waiting for this kind of tea. And I wish there was one Drag Race where it's, house versus house. But, I will leave that. Back on HBO Max used to be legendary. Ooh, that was my show. But anyway, play Family Affair by Mary J. Blige. Is it going to be a good cutesy family affair? Or are we going to be, riding votes to make sure mother and daughter make it far? What if mother and daughter are lip syncing against each other? There's a whole bunch of stuff because the mother knows her daughter even better than the daughter may know herself. But we're going to get there. So let's meet our queens. Oh, let's meet our queens. This is what I live for. I love when it's announced. And if you have not, please go and you can see there's an introductory video with all of them speaking about themselves, how they were raised, where they're from. But we're just going to do the snapshot of where they're from, who they are. I'm going to read you a paragraph and I have the photos. Yes, I have the photos for you guys. So where will we start? Where do they start? Okay, let us start here. I have the media assets. I'm going to bring them up for you. Okay. Athena Dion. Okay. Yes. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh, doesn't she look like a phoenix rising? Except she's rising to singe you. Okay. She is rising to singe you. Okay. Now, Lotus, you bring that up. You said the beginning of Drag Race, we got to see the growth of the contestants. Now the contestants come wearing their best. Yes, we used to see them go from girls to women on beginning of Drag Race. Okay. Well, you out there, RuPaul's out there your way, Sam. So hey, see who does her makeup and do like all's fair and see if you can get her stylist to come do for you. Yes, Moon does legs for days. Y'all, I won't be able to highlight the chat because I'm reading, but y'all could talk amongst yourselves. Athena Dion is named after the Greek goddess and brings legendary energy wherever she goes. A talented hostess and prolific drag mother. She has built a dynasty spanning Miami, Mykonos, Greece, counting Morphine, Love Dion, and Plain Jane among her drag daughters. This season, Athena makes Drag Race herstory alongside Juicy Love Dion, marking the first ever mother-daughter duo to compete together. I'm glad they're saying compete together because I'm saying compete against each other. But this is our first queen, Athena Dion. Okay? Mm, 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 mm. Y'all, that's why I can't pick favorites. We got a lot to cover. We got a lot to cover. Next up, Brer Blush. Okay? Brer Blush. From Boston, Massachusetts. Brer Blush is Boston's pin-up princess and a walking contradiction, retro yet edgy, goth yet glamorous, sweet but with a sting. With her signature jet black hair and a killer beat, she commands attention wherever she goes. Named after the thorns on a rose, Brer's sharp wit and prickly personality prove she is not here to be liked. She's here to be remembered. Okay? Okay? Yes. Yes. See, this is a kind of, I need somebody who's going to be quirky yet not princess yet goth. I like the write-up, but again, this is just a write-up. We do not know these queens yet, or at least I don't know these queens yet, but I am excited. I'm excited to see them. Okay? I'm excited to see what they're bringing to the stage. Now, the next one is my kind of queen. Sierra Mist. Look at Sierra Mist. Yes. Sierra Mist. Yes. Come out here from Indianapolis, Indiana. Indie shape-shifting superstar. Sierra Mist blends sci-fi, horror, fantasy, and magic into her drag. What? They say a prosthetic makeup artist with credits ranging from Disney, Marvel Studios Productions. Sierra Mist crafts her own costumes and promises to bring creature transformations to life on the main stage. I love a good reveal, and the main stage loves a good reveal too. A little okey pokey, a little ethereal, Sierra Mist is ready to haunt, mesmerize, and transform the competition one look at a time. I mean, look at this. She looks like, daggone it, like a superhero or even a supervillain. I don't mind which one. I wouldn't care. But this is Sierra Mist. Absolutely love the look. I love a quirky girl. I'm sorry. I love a different queen. Okay? I love a different queen. Yes, and if she's doing transformations on every time, Sierra Mist, I'm sorry. Every time I see you on the stage, it better be a reveal, something. Now you have me anticipating that you're going to transform. It's going to be like Transformers on the daggone runway. I need to see reveals immediately. Every time I'll be like, what you coming with? Okay, what you coming with? Please. No, I cannot do my makeup like they do on the show. I cannot do my makeup at all. Y'all know I'm your fashionless friend. I cannot do my makeup at all like that. Now, my mother Yes, remember my mother and grandmother were pageant girls, so they definitely can do the makeup, but I can't. Mm-mm. I can sit there and let it be done. I can sit there and let it be done. So next queen, please. Darlene Mitchell. Yes. Y'all say legs for days. That was just the first legs we saw. But we're going to see more legs. Darlene Mitchell, Los Angeles, California. A country camp queen, Darlene Mitchell blends soap opera glamour with Midwestern trailer trash panache. Wait a minute. Trailer trash panache. Who puts this together? Known for her signature Peg Bundy style hair. Okay, yes, it does look like that. She originally hails from Greentown, Indiana, and once performed under the name Trash. After 10 years in drag, but a 5-year hiatus from the performance circuit, Darlene comes to the competition to see if RuPaul and the main stage can coax her back out of her bedroom once more. Okay, okay. She had to, after 10 years in drag, she had a 5 years out of drag. So Darlene is coming back out. I'm coming out, coming. Darlene is coming back out for us, okay? And we appreciate it, Darlene. Absolutely appreciate the fact that you are coming out of your hiatus, back out here. Let's see, it don't take too much to sharpen them knives to get back into the groove. The ladies use Anastasia's makeup, which is so expensive. Right, Lotus? That's why I think, that $200,000, how much does it cover? Yes, Days of Our Lives is an American soap opera. Her legs are my entire height. Get it, Darlene. We don't know how tall these queens are, Sam. We don't know how tall these queens are. Next up, next queen, please. Didi Fuego. Yes, Didi. Yes. Oh, she looks like a bride, doesn't she? She's like, no. I'm here to be wedded to that crown. But the dress looks so liquid. Oh my gosh. Look at it. The dress. Look at the dress. Oh, oh, the lighting, everything. I'm sorry, y'all. I just needed a moment to look at this dress. Didi Fuego is from New York, New York. Fiery, feisty, Didi Fuego is a full-on production, serving runway-ready looks with a wink and a nod. Born in Monterrey, Mexico, she brings the heat out with the cha-cha-cha Latina cliches. Now, that may work in her favor. I have seen the Latina cliches, have some queens make real far. A former production designer for TV and off-Broadway theater, she created behind the scenes before stepping into the spotlight. Okay, this is a behind the scenes queen coming to the spotlight. We ready for you? High heat and maximum impact. Didi Fuego leaves nothing on the stage but smoke. Now, Didi, you're a New York City queen. You're Latina. Are you also a performer? Meaning, are you a physical performer? Are you going to be doing flips and all those other tricks? What? Now I'm intrigued, Didi, because y'all, I didn't go researching these queens. I did not go and look into their background. I said, let me let these queens start off with a clean slate in my mind. Okay. But this is Didi Fuego, New York, New York. Next up. Oh, see, this is my genre of queens. Yes, the flips and the splits. I'm hoping Didi brings that. Next up. Discord Adams. Look at Discord. Yes. You know what this reminds me of? Did any of you watch oh my word. What is it? Black Mirror? Is it Black Mirror or Love something? It's where this ethereal character came out. She was considered Mother Nature, and she came out and she was coaxing all the men into the river. This is exactly how Discord Adams, the minute I saw it, I said, this looks like that character on that show. Is Love and Robots. It's on Netflix. That's what it is. Love D. I can't say that word. Love, Unalive, and Robots. And that's what I see when I see Discord Adams. So this outfit, I should say. Discord is from St. Petersburg, Florida. Discord Adams is a high fashion punk rock maximalist ready to bring the chaos, serving looks packed with safety pins, studs, and unapologetic attitude. Known for playing guitar in a punk rock band, Discord brings a dark, raw energy to the stage. Her ultimate goal? To trade the mosh pit for the runway and become a bona fide drag rock star. Okay, Discord, you're on your way. You are on your way with this look, Discord. Yes. What's on the hair? Is that a phoenix? Or is that just a mohawk? Whatever it is. Yes, I'm here for it, Discord. Definitely here for Discord. Next queen, please. Jane Don't. Instead of Jane Doe, is Jane Don't. Jane Don't. But Jane, what do you do? Jane, you don't do this, you don't do that. What do you do? But there's a lot of things going on here, Jane. Jane, there's a lot of things, from the hair, the flower in the hair, to the half of armor, to the half a wing, to the half armor on your hand and the bustier, to the trident. Jane, don't. There's a whole lot. I'm telling. Are you going to bring those kinds of looks to the runway that is just too busy, just too much? Okay. Yes, I guess Discord will bring the Discord to the show. Yeah, Jane Don't has a lot happening there. So let me get to the bio. Jane Don't hails from Seattle, Washington. Inspired by old school funny ladies like Bette Midler, okay, and Joan Rivers, yes. Jane is a comedy queen serving up sharp jokes and even sharper shoulder pads. Counting as her drag sisters both Bosco, Drag Race Season 14 and All Stars 10, and Irene the Alien, Drag Race Season 15 and All Stars 10, Jane Don't walks into the competition ready to make her own mark and make the other queens sweat. Okay, I'm gonna have to hear your comedy. You got me with the Bette Midler and Joan Rivers, but that is someone else's interpretation of you. I don't know if that is exactly who you are. I'm gonna have to see Jane Don't, but I'm going to say I hope you don't do too much. Like, this outfit is a tad too much for me. Okay, there's a lot happening here. As Lotus Egyptian Flower said, it's a lot. I don't know where to focus on. Okay. Next queen, please. Juicy Love Dion. Now, the first lady we saw was the first lady, the mother. This is the daughter, Juicy Love Dion. Okay? Okay? Look, I need to know, how are we making all that? How are we making all the pieces fly in the wind? I mean, okay? Miami, Florida, just like the mother. Small in size. Sam, you see, we got a little lady here. Okay? Okay? Small in size, colossal in talent. Juicy Love Dion turns every performance into a masterclass in dance. Self-described as Miami's Afro-Cuban dancing doll, Juicy brings energy, precision, and flair to every stage she steps on. A proud member of the Dion Dynasty, she's the drag daughter of Morphine Love Dion, and technically the drag granddaughter of fellow competitor Athena Dion, proving that the Dion Dynasty, the juice flows through every generation. Okay? So technically, even though it's a mother-daughter, it's technically a grandmother-granddaughter in the midst. First time in drag herstory. First time in drag herstory. Let me take this banner off. We know this is for entertainment purposes only, just so you can see the shoes and the full effect. The full effect. Okay? So yes, Sam. Yes. Small in size, colossal in talent is how she's described in this article in Variety magazine. Okay? Okay? Next, queen, please. So we know who Sam is voting on. Sam is going to be looking at Juicy Love Dion. Next queen, please. And please, she does. Kenya, please her. Kenya, please her. I'm sorry. That's the first thing I said when I heard Kenya, please her. Kenya, please her. Can you please her? From Sumter, South Carolina. Oh, a Southern queen. I love a good Southern queen too. That's another genre of queens I love. So we gonna see. Okay. So far I have 3 to root for. I will root for all of them, but 3 I'm like fall into my genre. This Southern showstopper is already serving you the answer to the question in her name. Can you please her? Only if you can handle all of this auntie energy and attitude. A celebrated Lizzo impersonator, Kenya mixes heart, humor, and high energy performances that get the crowd on their feet. Kenya is here to show the world that Southern charm, curves, and confidence are a winning combination. To go to Africa says Kenya will probably be one of my favorites. Hey, can you please her if you're nasty? I like this one representing the Carolinas. Yeah, she is gorgeous. And she picked the bronze look and it's sweeping. Oh, and the hair is a mile high. Don't forget the nails and the cuff on her hand. It's not too much and it's not too little. Can you please her? Okay. And I love, that's what I also love in the names. Names like this, like it is Kenya, pleaser, but it also means something else as well. I love the name. I love the look. Now I got to see if I love the attitude. Okay. Now she doesn't have to be a nice queen for me to like the attitude. Okay. If the library is always open because she always reading the queen, as long as she ain't nasty with it, meaning, being, just putting another queen down. As long as she ain't nasty with it like that, this gonna be my fave. I'm sorry. Yes. Can you please her? Can she please us? Okay. Okay. Y'all, I'm sorry. I gotta stick a little bit closer to this. Yes, I do like, yes, I like when things get messy, Moondust Girly. Gotta get a little messy. But it can be funny messy, but the joke gotta land. Okay. The joke has got to land for it to be good messy. Now, next queen, please. Mandy Mango. Now, here's what's up with this queen. Here's why I had a bone to pick with this queen. Yet I was like, this queen is shading in a good way. Look at the top of her head. Her hair is done like it's already a crown because she has been crowned queen. Okay? Mandy Mango, I'm watching you. I'm watching the shade all the way from here because Mandy's from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Y'all know people are made different in Philly, and I love it. Y'all be sleeping on Philly. Don't sleep on Philly. But this is Mandy Mango. A mango a day keeps the doctor away. Mandy Mango is Philly's favorite fruit, serving kooky, conceptual looks with playful flair. There's a lot going on here, though, Mandy. Okay. By day, she's a nurse specializing with HIV and sexual health, care for the LGBT community. By night, she's giving the stage a healthy dose of fruity energy. Now, man, why you got to do this, Mandy? Mandy, why you got to do this to me? Now I got to root for you. You are a nurse serving a community by day, and then you are serving the looks and the achievements at night. Now I got to. With a cheeky bedside manner, Mandy Mango prescribes high doses of charisma, charm, and contagious energy with every performance. Now, Mandy, I thought you were shading the queens with that crown, but girl, you're doing a lot. You're doing a lot of great things. You are a nurse by day and drag by night. Whoa. There's a lot going on here with your outfit, though, Mandy. That half a sleeve, the swing around, the flower in the back, the drape in the... there's a lot going on. I got to say, Mandy, there's a lot going on. But I can see you are definitely a nurse running up and down because those legs are toned, Mandy. Mandy, those legs are toned. Okay? Mm-mm-mm. Lotus tells us that Sapphire is from Philly. I wonder if Mandy is a part of Sapphire group. I don't know. But I thought Sapphire's group, everybody's named after jewels. But it could be different for if Mandy came into the home into the house with that name already. Are they not meant to be extra? Some of these are very out there. I understand, but there's extra, but then there's extra like all different things. So, there's all different pieces. It's like it's not cohesive. It's like, what do I look at? There's extra and there's a lot. And there's a lot going on here. I don't mind extra, but let it, go together. But I got to root for you, Mandy. If you are here out here nursing by day, that is a hard job. That's a hard job. Okay. Okay. Next queen, please. Mia Star. Oh, Mia. Yes, Mia. Uh, See Mia's shoulders right there with the hoops. My grandfather used to make outfits like that and bend the wire and do all that kind of stuff. I'm telling y'all, my grandfather used to make, drag outfits back in the day as well. So, oh, y'all give me too many queens to root for. Mia Starr is from West Palm Beach, Florida. Mia Starr is a 90s, early 2000s hip hop dancing diva, bringing urban style, sharp choreography, and powerhouse personality to the main stage. A talented backup dancer with world tour credits from Rihanna and Britney Spears and a Super Bowl performance with J-Lo, she started drag 17 years ago, took a 14-year break to chase her dancing career, and now she's back, ready to shine front and center. Yes. Oh, Mia. Mia. So I'm loving this. So now she is the second queen we have seen that has taken a long hiatus from drag and is back and back with a vengeance to be on the main stage. Loving this, Mia. Loving. I even love the stockings and the garter intricacies. I'm loving it. Loving it. Yes. Yes, Sam. This is my favorite look as well so far. Even the hair being that lovely chestnut color. This is all the way around one of my faves so far. Definitely a top fave. Did I have drag queens in my family considering my grandfather used to make these outfits? No. But they were in entertainment. My grandmother, of course, they were pageant girls, and then they were in entertainment. My grandmother would sing, dance, they do African stuff. My grandfather did African drums, other musical stuff. He did choreography, he did costume design, so he did all of that. But when they toured, that's why I said when I began, my fairy godmother was a singer dancer, but back then it was called a female impersonator when you would, go on stage dressed as a lady. And I would sit at his feet and just watch him transform into the lady that would be performing on the stage that night. I still have his old pictures. I have two of his pictures of him in drag back in the day. Very, very cutesy, quirky. So I'm guessing that's why my kind of lean in drag is to the quirky drag. I think he, imprinted on my DNA very early. Okay. Imprinted very early. But no, no drag queens in the family. Okay. A lot of queen like behavior, but not drag queens. Um, Next queen, please. Mickey Mix. Okay, looking like a chandelier. Love it, love it, love it. It's not okay. This is what I mean by it's a lot, but it's not too much. It's a lot, but it's not outside of the realm. It looks like a complete chandelier outfit, but it's like beadwork in different places, but it all looks like it belongs on the same form. I really like it. Really, really like it. Now it could be a lily or it could be a chandelier. First glance, it's a chandelier, but now looking at it, it could be a lily is what the outfit is trying to show us. Okay. Beautiful either way. So from Orlando, Florida, gorgeously stupid and stupidly gorgeous. Mickey Meeks is Orlando's dynamic theatrical powerhouse. Sorry, I had to sneeze for a moment. Ooh. A self described recovering theater child, Mickey blends glamour with camp, lights up the room as a host, and is known back home for her quick wit and ease with a microphone. A talented actress and consummate performer, Mickey brings a stage presence that will keep the competition on its toes. Oh, yes, I can see that. If the outfit is anything about her personality, I could definitely see that. Because it's like at the bottom, but okay, we ain't seen a lot of leg, but we don't need to because the outfit on the bottom by the calf, look at that beading detail. Look at those beads. And then you look up to the waist, and the waist is like a bloom just opening. And then you see all the pearls, and then it looks like a calla lily is the bustier to the back. And all the pearls look like water just cascading on and out. I mean, this is a beautiful, absolutely beautiful outfit. It's a lot going on, but it's not too much. If that makes sense, Moondust Girly, you had asked earlier. It's a lot going on, but not too much. Mm-mm-mm. This is Mickey Meeks. Okay. Next queen, please. Nini Coco. Yes. See, oh, yes. Yes. Oh, look at the tights have all the beading work too, going straight into the shoe. Okay? Going straight into the shoe. Oh, okay. From Denver, Colorado, a high energy, high fashion diva from the Mile High City, Nini Coco is equal parts theatrical and fierce. A skilled costume designer, she blends conceptual looks with show stopping performances. Having quit her day job as a mechanical engineer, she is here to prove that trading blueprints for sequins is a risk worth taking. Because in her world, it's all or nothing. Nini, you don't quit your job? You done quit your job as a mechanical engineer, making them good six figures? Daggone it, Nini. Nini, I gotta watch you. I gotta watch you too because you smart. I gotta watch you too because you smart. That one is a given. You are smart. You gonna calculate the risk and reward. But sometimes a very smart queen, you miss some things. I don't know if you street smart too. I'm gonna need to see if you can read the blueprints in the workroom, or is it just the blueprints in mechanical engineering? But the fact that you quit your day job to go all in, you got to take the risk. I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna be hopeful for you. I'll be hopeful for the risk. And y'all, if a queen don't win, sometimes she wins overall in life because she gets to tour and do other things. There are many a queen who did not win Drag Race that has gone on to have wonderful careers. So I'm not saying that, anything, Nini Coco, if she don't win, anything ain't gonna happen. But my thing is, I would quit my job to do the show, but at least she got her degree. She could go back to mechanical engineering for that dough if she need to. No one can ever take your degrees away. Okay. Next, she looked like electrical spark. That mechanical engineering gonna come out in these outfits. Here's the thing. You got to be coming out with these outfits, though, Nini. You got to be coming out with these outfits where I got to figure out how did that come together? How did you put that together? I gotta figure out with a mechanical engineering degree. How did you make that lean? I need your outfits to wow me. That's my thing. I need your stuff to be engineering classic. I love the look this year of Ring of Fire. Fire is so trending. Don't great ring of fire. They burn, burn, burn. Y'all know I love my Johnny Cash. Y'all know I love my Johnny Cash. So this whole Ring of Fire, the minute they said it was Ring of Fire, I was like, who's a Johnny Cash fan out there in the workroom, in the back of the scenes? Okay. Now, next queen, please. Vita Von Testa. Yes. She's the one bringing the fire. Okay. Okay. Here's another queen wearing a crown. Look at the color. Look at the color of the outfit. It's burnt orange without being too orange, without being too red, without being too. This is, oh, yes. And look at her face, the look, the stare. She is ready. From Montgomery, Alabama, calling herself Queen V. Vita Von Testa is a pageant powerhouse and an icon of opulence. Hailing from the famed Star drag family, that is STARR, Star family, she's a multi-title holder who brings elegance, precision, and a flair for the dramatic to every performance. Vita handcrafts show-stopping looks that match her stage presence, making her a formidable competitor in any sewing challenges. Y'all know why they say that, right? Y'all know why they say that, right? There have been many a queen on RuPaul's Drag Race, many a queen that did not know how to sew. Did not know how to sew, and that has been to that queen's dismay. Now, those are all the queens. Those are all the queens on RuPaul's Drag Race this year. These are all the queens. We will definitely be looking out for them. We'll definitely be looking at the show. Okay. The show comes on Fridays on MTV. Y'all know where I am on Fridays. Fridays, I'm usually watching Ready to Love live with you all. So after Ready to Love, I will be watching RuPaul's Drag Race. And y'all know I have to do the photos. And we're going to look and see if people have met the challenges, just like we do with Project Runway. We're going to be looking at these looks. We're going to be looking at the lip sync battle, who won the mini challenge. We are going to look at this definitely. Okay? But these are your queens. Hail to the queens of RuPaul's Drag Race. Let me bring myself back up. These are the queens. Okay? You're welcome for the introduction. You're welcome. Yes, yes. Love the look. Ring of Fire is so trendy. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Y'all, so as I said, I'll still be here 7:45 for Ready to Love. And y'all, when Ready to Love is over soon, maybe we'll watch Drag Race together. Maybe I'll do a live watch of Drag Race together so we could be in the chat. But that's after Ready to Love. I've already started the trend of watching it live together, Ready to Love. And we have a great group of people that come through for that. So after Ready to Love is done, and we will go on. Now, Lotus, Shangela did not win RuPaul's Drag Race, and is well known. But Shangela also had them charges. Okay. Okay. I don't know if they were dropped or what happened with them, but she also had them charges. Okay. Later on. That's the only reason why I won't prop her up. But she was the Beyonce of Drag Race. And people were like, the fact that she did not win that year, people were about to storm the castle for her that season. People were about to storm the castle for Shangela. Okay? Now here comes Lotus. Thank you, Elsa, for introducing us to the girls. Honestly, I might tip out of Ready to Love to see RuPaul. So you're going to tip out on us? You're going to give us the church finger and tip out? Like, I'm going to go watch RuPaul. I'm going to see y'all later. Yes, they did this. They did disappear. Oh, we didn't hear anything further on it. But I mean, as to point out with Chandrila, did not win that year. Is a Beyonce girly. Did have a chance to perform with Beyonce one time. Also was on the I'm Coming Out wonderful show on HBO where they would come to a town and put on a drag show and allow people to come into their full self and get the community to kind of accept them. I forgot the two other queens that were on the show with her. Also, Shangela had a DJ radio show on Spotify. I used to listen to her there. She did a lot for someone who did not win RuPaul's Drag Race. Okay. So, and don't forget one of my faves, Monet Exchange. Did not win her year of Drag Race, but she did come back and win All Stars and then had her own show and went on to do greater things. Bob the Drag Queen also. I mean, there's a lot of girls that have gone on to do wonderful things, even though they did not. The exposure alone, it brings people to maybe they want, someone like Shangela. Maybe they want somebody like Bob the Drag Queen. The exposure alone, I think, is what's wonderful for these queens. And that's why I like RuPaul's Drag Race. It also humanizes the queens. It's like you go to a drag show and someone puts on an amazing show and you don't know that person. You don't know who they are, where they're from, all that they have, done, um, all that they have done to actually get to even be on stage to perform for you at these venues. I mean, I really support drag so much that I would go to in my small town, we do have, I believe it used to be on Fridays with drag night. They changed it to like Wednesday now, but I definitely would watch. I would definitely go, like, when was it? Halloween night. I would go to the drag shows locally and support that way. And those are the drag queens that are now coming into their own and now starting. So they don't have the huge costumes and stuff. The stage is a very simple stage. I mean, I absolutely love the work. People put in a lot of work to put on a show. Um, Bob the Drag Queen and Erica. Okay. Oh, those are the other two. Okay. Okay. Bob and Eureka. We're Here with Shangela. Yes, We're Here. It was on HBO. Thank you, Huda. Thank you, Huda Queen. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, let's talk about it all. We have covered our queens. Hey, let's talk about it all. We have covered the queens. I'm sorry you you know, came here late. If you could rewind, you will get to meet. I read a synopsis on all the queens. I don't care who you are, where you're from, as long as you love me. Yes, yes. Don't care. I know those are the lyrics from I can't remember which boy band, but they all sound the same at one point. But yes, definitely I'm looking forward to this season. I really am. But like Lotus said, I'm kind of disappointed in that you don't see the growth. Like I like the queens that are coming in that aren't very well seasoned or versed in drag. As you said, the queens are coming, full glam, full, costumed out, but there are challenges for them to make their own outfits from materials on site. So that is where you also see a sink or swim moment for queens. Like they said, this first episode is going to be, they have to go into the vault that they're going to provide and they have to make their own outfit. Okay. They have to make their own outfit in the first episode. So that is certainly going to be like, leave your bags at the door. It's called Reclaim, Renew, and Rejoice. The queens will pay tribute to the queens that came before them by using their leftover treasures from Drag Race vaults to create their own signature drag look. That's going to be, you can't just walk in. You can't just walk in with your briefcase and think everything in your suitcase is going to make you win. Okay? I recently started to support the girls in my community. I have a good old time. Their needs are not like mine. I know, girl. It is not. They work out. They put in a good workout, okay? And they do it all in heels. I don't know. I couldn't do it. They're already wearing Alexander McQueen. Yes! Some girls are coming in here with already their outfits are couture. That's my thing. I love Drag Race early on when you saw queens like kind of grow into their own, and it's like they get their confidence and stuff like that. I have no problem with queens who do drag for years, but like I'm wondering now, those queens that are on the cast that have taken a hiatus for 5, 10, and that other queen for 14 years, they're coming back. Drag has changed in 14 years. Drag has changed over 10 years. So to see them come back, that's a little different. So we have a lot of herstory. We have a lot of herstory where it's a mother and they say technically grandmother and granddaughter, and mm, we have them coming through with some queens who did retire from the genre. Okay. Yep, it changed probably around season 13 with Simone and Got Milk. No, it was before then, Huda. Before then. Before then, it started changing. Before season 13, because I remember what you're talking about. I can't wear heels, wish I could. Girl, I'm glad I don't. I can't. For me, it hurts my feet. My feet are too wide, but with it being so high and slide down into a pointy toe, I'm not willing to suffer for fashion the way these queens are willing to endure. I'm sorry. I need comfort now. I'm a comfortable queen. I'm a comfort queen. You see me out there, the corset ain't gonna be tight enough because I don't want to stop breathing. All that they do to bring a look, it's a lot. And I ain't willing to make that sacrifice for fashion. That's why I'm your fashionless friend. That's why I tell you, I'm your fashionless friend. Okay? I will be watching these queens. Again, I watch all the seasons. I'm watching them with amazement. They do all this in heels, full on drag. Y'all, the first time I'll start sweating in the makeup, I will run my hand across the top of my forehead and you will just see the makeup stripe. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They are way better than me. Way better than I would be. Y'all will be seeing me like, oh, and then all of a sudden you see handprints on my face. Again, they have discipline that I do not have. It started changing around 7 or 8 for me. Definitely before season 10. Yes, I was about to say that, Lord. Season 10 for me was like, we glamorize now. Yes. Same here. I have wide feet and it hurts to wear. And I know I couldn't look as elegant as the queens do. Girl. And I know I'm probably the same shoe size as some of the queens, but I do not look as elegant at all. And I certainly won't be walking across the stage as elegant as they are. Okay. As RuPaul would say, the extravaganza will be me just trying to walk across the stage in these heels. Okay. Mm-mm. But I love the makeup. I love seeing them de-drag. I love to see them, put on the drag because it's like, oh my word, how you look de-dragged and how you look as drag is different. And then we see who's the same person behind their drag. We also see, who's, does take the whole, oh, you Sasha Fierce in drag, but you may be, Ferdinand the Bull, meaning you're very gentle soul. But then when you put on your drag, you come to slay. That's why, of all the girls, people may perform drag really well. And if I go back to these young ladies, if I go back to these young ladies and look at their drag performances, I'll be like, oh, I like her performance. But the show is more than just performance. It's also the competition. It's also how you put the looks together. How do you meet the challenges? Yes, they are given a challenge look, but then who can make their outfits? Because some people pay people to make their outfits. People know in advance so that they can get these outfits made for certain challenges, that they sent a challenge list and they come with their interpretation. So they may maybe know for a few months in advance and getting everything ready. They may pay somebody to do it. That person is making money, making that drag. But then are you as creative? So when you come there with your suitcase packed, they may have said, hey, come looking like Queen of Zamunda. And then all of a sudden they're like, yeah, you can't wear that outfit. We need you to make the outfit to be Queen of Zamunda here on site. Are you creative? Can you sew? Whether a queen can sew has made or break a queen and her advancement before. Okay. Lotus says, "No wiping the makeup, Elsa. You're supposed to blot the sweat, the sweat lightly." Girl, this you see my whole. You see, I'm already doing my whole hand. I'm not doing the cutesy little couple of fingers. And no, I'll be like, "Whoo, okay, wipe," and it'll be like, "Girl, you know you look messed up right now." My drag name will probably be called Drips because it's like the whole makeup will be dripping off my face. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, Sherry Pie is the only one who lost big time on Drag Race, big disgrace. Yes. Yes. And then, as you having contestants, just like, you could be having interviews or co-host somewhere, you never know what can come up in a person's background. Okay. You never know what can happen. And then here's why I kind of not go too hard at first on Drag Race, because many people, know that our ladies in drag, many, not all, many have a checkered past, and it's because of survival. Okay, it's because of survival. So until Sherry Pie came through, and that was illegalities on a high scale and high order. Okay, so definitely, if the queen, if it comes out that some of these queens don't have a stellar past, I'll be like, you know what? That's what she did to survive. That's exactly what she did to survive. I'll just look at her performance on the show, like I do with many of these shows. I look at their performance. Does what the queen bring on the runway? Does it meet the expectations of the title of the challenge? And then if it turns out to be top queens, bottom queens, who are the safe queens, we gonna look and see. And who had to lip sync for their life? Do you agree? Because sometimes them lip sync for your life, I'd be like, I prefer the other lip syncer. Because sometimes people lip sync for their life and they do all this twirl and moving around so you don't see their lips, that they don't know the song. Mm, 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 mm. But y'all, I am excited for this season. I'm excited for RuPaul's Drag Race. I'm excited for y'all to be recapping this with y'all. Right now it's slated for Saturdays for our live recap about it, for us to talk about it, Kiki, and look at the fashion and talk about what happened in the workroom. But I am excited to go on this journey with you. Also coming up in January, starting the 8th next week, is Love is Blind Germany. Love is Blind Germany starts next week, Thursday on the 8th. There's something else coming up in January, but y'all make sure your notifications are on. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel so that you definitely know when I go live. And next week, Thursday, I may have a surprise for you at around lunchtime EST. Members go know more about it than anyone else. But definitely, I thank y'all so much for joining me. We are here for the journey on Drag Race, RuPaul's Drag Race. It's on MTV. And I'm going to see you on Saturday to talk about the fashion. Oh, that's what else is coming up. Married at First Sight Australia. I'll probably be doing a weekly live on Sunday about that. Okay. But thank y'all, everyone, for being here. I truly appreciate your support. 2026 is starting off wonderfully. We are with the queens, and we shall see who is going to win the crown. And like I always say, I'll see you on the next one.